Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rana Mehran Akram. Currently, I'm working as manager legal, head of legal in PTCL. I've been working here associated with PTCL, being head of legal Sindh Balochistan for the past more than 4.5 years. To begin with, and to start with my career as being a lawyer, after doing my O levels from Karachi Public and A levels from Bahria, I opted this field and took admission in Hamdard University in 5 years program. I graduated back in 2018, after which I was given the opportunity by one of a very reputed law firm, Ahmed & Ghazi, being an associate. I worked there for more than a year, being an associate, and I was looking after the corporate side of Ahmed & Ghazi. Thereafter, for opting my LLM, further education in being Masters in Law, that is LLM, and after that I joined PTCL along with my education, and currently being working here for the last 4.5 years.
सर, अगर नए एडवोकेट्स आते हैं तो वो किस तरह से किसी भी इदारे को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं एज ए लीगल एडवाइजर या फिर अदर पोजीशन के लिए?
Okay, look, this is a very interesting question, I would say, because many of the young lawyers wanted to know how to excel in this field. To begin with, I would also like to add that this field requires your time, persistence, your hard work, your good grip in law. For that, if you want to opt this field, and after opting this field, if you wanted to succeed, so what I personally believe in is having internships during your university times. That will help you know this field much more. When I was being a student, I did 3 to 4 internships in different reputed law firms as well as in Sindh Judicial Council, which actually boost and had given me the opportunity to express myself. Being a student, even I was not sure as to which field to opt for. I was also worried as to how can I make more money in my starting careers. For young lawyers, my advice would be to do more and more internships, to go and work in different reputed law firms that will make them understand the different fields. And initially, in the initial stages, they need to have their working in each and every field, whether it be civil, whether it be criminal, whether it be corporate, whether it be taxation. So in that manner, they would be able to know as to which field they wanted to opt. Money should not be the issue. I must say, money should never be the consideration for any job, because of the fact that this field initially requires very hard work. You will get the money slowly and gradually, but as far as this field requirement is concerned, you need to work very hard. And let me assure you, if you have given this field 5 years of your hard work, then for the next 20 to 25 years or 30 years or whatever time you will give to this field, there would be unmatchable amount of money. You'd be getting a lot of different firm opportunities. You'd be getting a lot of different opportunities to work as senior associates to partners, and for sure you'll definitely one day have your own firm as well. But for me, my personal opinion is, go and look after each and every field. Give 2 to 3 months in different fields, different places, different jobs. Make a good CV, have good lawyer friends. That would make you believe in yourself and in this field. Many of the young students, when they come to this field and visit courts, they feel as if there is a need that they shouldn't opt this field. But personally, if you take my advice, I would say, give it a chance. This is one of the best field. Most of the students prefer not to opt this field because of the fact that it does not require that much percentage. It does not require that much hard work. But believe me, once you have done your LLB, this field requires a lot of your time, determination, hard work, sweat, persistence, everything this field requires as far as this field is concerned. Okay, there are various places in which you can go after doing your LLB. For example, you can opt for judiciary. If you're enrolled as an advocate, you have practiced for more than 6 months and you have been enrolled as in any of the bars, you can go being a judge. You are eligible for being to appear before the court and to be eligible as a magistrate. Number 2, you can opt for any law firm, whether it be criminal, corporate, litigation, tax. For sure, you would get some time. Then you also have government organizations who are willing to take you with your experience for like 1 or 2 years. There are certain jobs that you can do. Apart from that, even if you have done your LLB, you can be a legal advisor to many of the firms. You can have many firms on your retainership. Number 5, you can even go as law officer in certain organizations, being a law officer of the court. Then you have a prosecution side as well, be a government lawyer, go for the test. You can even go for any of the department and being after giving a certain test, government test and the eligibility criteria, you can be a grade 17 officer in that. You can even, after doing LLB, you can opt and go for CSS. There are multiple and various fields in which you can go after doing your LLB, and LLB would be a mere degree. Your hard work, as I previously mentioned, must be there, whether you wanted to opt for any of the things. If you, my personal advice would be to go and practice in this field, because this field, main purpose of this field is, if you help someone and you do a pro bono case and you win a pro bono case for that person, and that person simply give you dua, believe me, the inner satisfaction that you will feel being a lawyer would be much more than being in any of the field. This is my personal advice, and this is what I personally believe and what I personally feel in many of the pro bono cases that I have done. I personally believe helping a society. A lawyer is basically a society doctor who takes their worries and all their overthinking and all their problems to himself for a certain amount of money, and they give them relief. And this is the best profession, I would personally believe. And as far as this profession is concerned, being the eldest in this field, then other of my brothers also opted this field. Currently, I have my brothers own their own law firm, and they're running it very well. So this is a very good opportunity for them to learn from their seniors, from me, from other persons as well who are, I would say, masters in this field. And after that, for sure, they'd be at some better place than this one as well. Okay, if you broadly divide law, there is some civil, there is criminal, and then there is taxation. If you go for civil, then there are many different cases, such as property cases, such as succession cases, such as defamation cases, such as civil suits, and etc. etc. Service matters. If you go for criminal fields, then there is anti-terrorism courts, then there are normal criminal cases, and then you have a tax field as well. That is a separate field. Then you have banking field as well. You have, if you go further into the fields, then if you are looking for, let's say, service cases, then you have different types of courts and tribunals in which you can appear yourself. But at the initial stage of your years, being a struggling lawyer, one must not select one field. They should work in each and every field for a certain amount of time in order to enhance their knowledge with respect to that field. And later on, after a ample period of time, let's say 2 or 3 years, being enrolled as an advocate high court, one must know then as to where he wants to go for. So this is what my personal opinion is regarding this.
Sir, which field is best in law? Criminal law?
You can't select one. Let's say if I'm working as a corporate lawyer, I would say a corporate lawyer is far more better than others. But if you being a litigator, if you being a litigation side, and you've been practicing law in district courts and in high courts, and inshallah one day in Supreme Courts, so there would be ample amount of opportunities for there as well. If you're considering money, at initial stages of your career, you get a good chance in corporate side, being working as in certain positions in any firm, in any company. But with passage of time, if you're a lawyer, you won't be able to get a lot of money, but one day or the other, step by step, it will take some years, but you will get a lot of more cases. People would start trusting you. You will have your own caliber. People would start believing you. You will have certain amount of clients, and for sure you'd be earning a lot more than a corporate lawyer. But at the initial stage, if you're even a corporate lawyer and you switch firms and if you switch companies, so for sure you are in a better position to negotiate your salary with them, and you also get a good amount. So I personally believe it all depends on the person who wants us to opt for the field. I have chosen corporate because of the fact that when I used to work in Ahmed and Qazi as a corporate lawyer, I learned a lot from them. Literally, they are the ones who was there with me when no one believed in me, and they gave me an ample of opportunity, because for which I am very, with due respect, I am very grateful to them, and they have given me this opportunity. After which I opted this field and went to the corporate side, and personally, I'm like, myself, I've indulged in this field. Whereas if you are a litigator, so for sure there would be ample of chances, and after your struggling phase, you'd be having a good time. But as far as I just mentioned, that money should not be the consideration at the start of the time. It should be when you have given certain amount of time, certain amount of years in this field. But at the initial stages, money should not be a consideration. So I personally believe, give it a chance, go and opt for every field, and for sure you'll be able to understand yourself better as to where you wanted to go for.
Sir, it is necessary to select any one field or multiple?
No. It's not necessary. Let's say if you're working in a firm deals with different types of cases, civil, criminal, taxation, and there would be different scenarios, and would be positioning yourself to, and you'll be given different tasks in firms. So persons are not fixed to one field. If you keep practicing in law firm, you'll get different opportunities, such as criminal, such as civil side, such as family, such as even if you're working for their corporate side, you'd be getting ample of opportunity for company registration, let's say property registration, let's say IP, intellectual property. So if you go and work in a firm, they already have various tasks, various type of work, and you will not reserve yourself to one field. You will have opportunity to taste the medicine of each and every field, and then later on you can decide where you want to go.
सर, यंग एडवोकेट्स को आप कौन सा मशवरा देना चाहेंगे कि उनको क्या ऑलराउंडर बनना चाहिए या किसी पर्टिकुलर फील्ड को सिलेक्ट करना चाहिए?
The thing is, if being a lawyer, at the initial stages, you can't decide it. My personal opinion would be to work in everywhere, and then whatever you preferably like, and wherever you think that you are fit for. Let's say if you think yourself being a very good criminal lawyer, even that is a very good side, but it all depends what your interests are, how you feel when you win a case, what are your goals, what you want to achieve, where do you see yourself in future. Judiciary is a very good option as well. If you wanted to go for judiciary, that is also a good option if you're being a prosecutor. So at the initial stages, one must believe in himself. One must not make himself believe that this is something that you should go. If you have your own law firm, and if your father or any of the relatives work in any firm, and he guides you and he puts you somewhere, go for it. Give it some time. And for sure you'll have better understanding, and you'll have better knowledge after opting that field, as you are good to go, you're fit there. And if you don't think yourself suitable enough, you can switch to other places around. Once you go into the court, you'll see cases being dealt in the courts, argued in the courts, and vast litigation in the courts, and you'll have sweat and you'll feel pressure. So if one wanted to offer that, you must go for that. Once, if someone wants to go for corporate and he wants to sit in a multinational office and he wants to believe in himself that he thinks that he's fit for that job, he should opt for it. But at the initial stages, one should not miss any opportunity. If even he is given an opportunity to be work as in a junior associate, even a clerk, even so, there are ample of opportunities to learn, because being a litigator, if let's say you learn from the base route, and those lawyers, those people who have worked from the grassroots level, what I personally have seen, and the field also shows the same, that they are very much more successful lawyers than the people who have taken litigation after many years. So this is something what I personally believe in. My message to all the young advocates, young students, or even the students who have just entered this field and in their first or second semesters thinking whether even they should opt for this field or not. My personal advice is, don't lose hope. There's ample opportunities. Me being an individual, there was no one from my family who was there who knows a lawyer or whose near relatives or their close ones was related to this field. But with hard work, determination, persistence, sweat, giving time, focusing on things, learning through education, through attending seminars, conference, I come to know that this is a very good field. So if you take my advice, go for this field. This is the best field being an advocate, especially for Pakistan. I hope you have my message clear, and you, even if you have any further queries or if you wanted to ask anything, feel free to contact. I'm available, and I'll give my details and contact number through this field. And for sure, people can contact me anytime if they have any queries. Thank you so much.